Dazed and confused, CNN for the Terminally Online. We've done it again. Yet another Thursday. Kevin, how's it going?
You know how hard it is to wake up on a Tuesday or Thursday and look in my closet and try to make sure I don't wear the same shirt as I did. Guys, don't look back at the streams. We're reusing shirts. We need sponsors, merch.
We do need sponsor merch. If you have a hat you want to send us, if you have a water bottle you want us to drink out of, if you have a milk glass you want Kevin to drink raw whole milk out of, DM's open. Send us your stuff.
That's why on Zoom, never show clothing. I hate when people show their shirts. It should always be chin up this way. People shouldn't know what fashion you have on. And on the opposite end, if you want to be transparent, listen, I had an idea. A lot of the people on both sides of the political spectrum, I got a lot of flack for it. When I just suggested that people should disclose their height on Zoom calls because it's important, body language is important. So the second I said, hey, we should have a tape measure on standing desks, people started getting worked up. And I'm going to take that one step further. Yes, you should have a active weight. You should say what your weight is. And not only that, if you can see my shirt here, I should also have to disclose what pants and shoes I'm wearing so that you can have an idea of my full outfit. Because I could be having shorts on under this and I'd look like a fool, but I actually have Lululemon ABCs.
Hell yeah. The ABCs
and Allbirds.
I actually have I have overalls on under this jacket, full overalls. So that's good. We're killing it today.
Right.
So I heard that something crazy happened in San Francisco the other day.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Because I heard it, the news reverberated all the way to Orcas Island.
Hell yeah.
And that was apparently the world's most boring AI company now has a billboard.
Incredible.
Can you hear it? That's right. Can you hear this? Fuck.
No.
All right. The soundboard only works when I share. Numeral, you guys have seen him before. You love him. And now, in true Billboard San Francisco fashion, with the thinker. Everyone loves the most philosophical thinker. Guys, if you saw this billboard, what would you do? I wonder what they do. Oh, actually, sales tax and value-added tax, also known in our circles as very annoying tax. No one wants to deal with any taxes, really, especially not sales tax when you're shipping different items, selling different items in 50 different states or across the world. They're in 70 plus countries. Let Numeral take care of it. Now you can see it in person on a billboard in San Francisco. They're the fastest and most accurate way to stay compliant with U.S. sales tax and global value-added tax. Go to numeral.com or go to this billboard and then go to numeral.com or go to Sam Ross X and then go to numeral.com or watch this stream, then go to Sam's X and then go to numeral.com. All roads lead to numeral.com or jail. Those are the two paths you can take in life.
Follow this stream on YouTube at Raised Confused on YouTube. And then from there, jump to Kevin's LinkedIn, Kevin Baker on LinkedIn. From there, jump to me on SpaceX at Chris J. Bakke on SpaceX. And then from there, follow Michael Saylor, lose $1 million on Bitcoin. Try not to, completely give up in life. Check into a rehab clinic because you've been drinking too much because you just lost your entire net worth in Bitcoin following Michael Saylor. Meet a guy who says, you know what I do for work? I hang billboards in San Francisco. And you say, oh, have you hung any interesting billboards recently? And he says, yeah, my favorite one that I just did before checking into rehab was the Numeral billboard. And then go check it out from there.
Damn straight.
All roads lead to using numeral.com.
Or jail.
Or jail.
Man, what a crazy. Usually I feel like we don't have as much ammo between Tuesday and Thursday streams, but this time I don't know if I was just doom scrolling more than usual, but I feel like a lot went down.
There was a lot to cover.
Did your unemployed friends do anything this past Wednesday?
You mean yesterday?
Yeah.
Like, when was that? Last Wednesday?
Way back when, because I have 2 unemployed connections. I don't know them personally, but they're acquaintances now via the internet. They did something unbelievable. These 2 guys rode bay wheel bikes, like these electric bikes, from San Francisco to San Jose. Okay? This is like the SpongeBob movie when they have to cross this crevasse filled with monsters. They legitimately biked from one city, San Francisco, where they have these bay wheels, all the way to San Jose in only 4 hours. And it was 50 miles and it was under $50, which is pretty epic. But
That is epic.
this is what the unemployed people are up to. This is why San Francisco is the worst place to be unemployed. Because if you're unemployed in, Michigan, you can just kind of chill and maybe like go to the store. But unemployed people in San Francisco are built different. They're doing this type of shit.
100%. That's wild. I can't believe. I can't. The most shocking things, I think, in order here is that somebody had that idea. The second most shocking thing is that it was under $50.
Right.
That is wild.
This should be
what did they see and do on the way? I guess they didn't really stop if they made it in 4 hours flat.
This should be an advertisement. This guy posted about different milestones. It looks nice. 14 miles in, 33 miles in. And then they're talking about how much. I mean, this should totally be an ad. Here's, of course, see, again, don't be unemployed in San Francisco. These motherfuckers are not only biking for 4 hours, they're making a graph about the nominal range versus the actual range. This is who you're competing with. And this guy said, "Hello, Lyft, Slack."
Well,
So
it's a good way to get a job at Lyft.
that was
Doing
probably
graphs.
my favorite story.
That's interesting. I wonder how far could you theoretically ride to LA? Like if there's a open range down there, that's got to be the next unlock.
I think it's going to be like a black van with fully tinted windows pulls up next to you if you get too far out of range and just grabs you off of the road. And it's like the undercover Lyft force.
100%. All right. Oh, I got to pin this to we have a lot of stuff to do on this stream. We're pinning things, we're trying to type, we're trying to tweet, we're trying to pull up our bookmarks. Here's a good one.
We're trying to pull up soundboards.
We're trying to pull up Vine soundboards. We're trying to deal with Restream not working. Big news in Xland. You thought the fun was over? Football emoji. This weekend, video takes center stage on the timeline. We're awarding $1 million, $500,000, and $250,000 to the top 3 videos about Grok created with Imagine 1.0. That's wild.
What the fuck? Dude, let's rig it.
Let's do it.
Let's just spend $500,000 to get like 800 million engagements from phone farms in Pakistan, and then split the winnings.
I'm sure somebody's already on to that strategy.
Listen, X is pulling off a strategy that I haven't seen since the worst cereal of childhood. Do you remember these?
Hell yeah.
Dude, these
Wait,
are
what could you actually spend these on? I definitely remember clipping these from cereal boxes, but I can't remember what can you cash them in for?
Well, this was not only early blockchain technology, but it actually came out that Epstein was running these, which was terrible. They were impossible to cut out. You couldn't rip them. It seems like, it's like, oh, let me just rip this. Nah, you had to use scissors. And I never knew anybody who actually It's like when you buy Pokemon cards, you don't actually play Pokemon. These you might cut them out, but yeah, no, what the fuck?
Box tops for education.
It was a school
It's still
fundraiser.
active.
Families earn cash for schools by participating. Okay, so you like each of them are worth 10 cents, and I guess you can collect them at your school. Okay, I think it's coming back to me. It's a foggy memory that I might be making up. I'm having a hallucination. But I think I do remember like box top drives where my school was like, "Hey, bring in as many box tops as you can." Do you eat cereal or do your kids? Or I think I haven't interacted with cereal in so long.
Well, here in San Francisco, all of our kids drink Brian Johnson olive oil every morning for breakfast. That's it.
Right.
They're not getting anything else. Maybe when they're 18, they can go out and buy a box of General Mills cereal and clip a box top, just like the good old days. So it's sponsored by General Mills. And as of 2016, it was considered the largest education cause marketing campaign, and it had given away almost $1 billion to schools as of 2024. Pretty good.
$1 billion?
A billy. They started it in California in 1996 as a way for schools to earn money through collecting coupons from participating products. By 2001, they had distributed over 50 million to participating schools. So in the first 5 years, they were giving away at a rate of 10 million a year.
I'm sure the founders posted that was ARR.
Yeah, and then they raised a Series C, and then ended up on Forbes 30 under 30 and went to jail.
Do you want to donate your car anytime soon? Cars for Kids, which looks a little sketchy when you first read the name. Have you heard these ads?
Yeah, I've seen they have billboards in some of the most questionable places in California. There's one literally like on the coast in Santa Cruz that's Cars for Kids.
This has got to be a scam. I mean, someone's got to be. Nick Shirley needs to look into this. Yeah, this is insane.
Yeah, nice tax break, I guess.
Let's see the Cars for Kids founder. Oh, wow. He's pretty young.
Okay.
Wait, Cars for Kids suing New York?
That was like the wildest jump scare of let's see the founder, and it's just a 9-year-old in a tie.
Dude, this is getting insane. It ain't all sweet out here at Cars for Kids. All right.
What is this headline? I don't even know what I'm reading here.
Yeah.
Cars for it's like each word just gets progressively more confusing. Cars for Kids. Okay. CEO suing over gun law. Why? That targets Jewish New Yorkers? Huh? Where children are in Okay.
Wait. Okay, this is a whole rabbit hole. I'm assuming we're gonna get our stream shut down very soon.
This is a rabbit hole.
This is based. This guy, fuck a profile picture. Have your company.
It might actually be that 9-year-old.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why he's using the logo, because he doesn't want people to know.
Damn. Wait, how old is this guy?
I mean, presumably he's like in his 70s or 80s with that LinkedIn.
That's based.
Did you see this was a follow-up to one of the discussions that we had last week, which was about the granola rebrand.
Oh yeah.
So the granola rebrand we talked about a little bit last week. The cute nonsense names like granola or clay. Somebody posted this, and I am actually fully supportive of this, which is the logos that we used to have were incredible. Like, names aside, you know, I think everybody's naming their companies like the San Francisco Computer Company now, but then it still has this like logo with gradients and it looks super 2026. No, we need hand-drawn logos. Have you ever seen the original Apple logo?
No.
Oh, beautiful.
Have you seen the original Bethlehem Steel logo?
This is the original. The original Apple logo was a banger.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
That's fire.
Yeah. It was created by one of the founders, Ronald Wayne, and he wanted the logo to represent the law of gravity that is inspired by an apple. And it's got this like sick like text about Newton like around the side. It's an amazing logo.
This should be like on a quarter.
Yeah.
That'd be fire. This looks like it looks like a sick quarter, and it looks like that apple's about to bonk that guy on the head.
Boop. Gravity. Dennis, what's going on? Kevin, what's going on?
Let's go.
Garlic in the chat.
Let's go. Yeah, we need to bring minced garlic back.
It never left. But yeah, I mean, some of these logos, like this logo here, world class. This is a world class logo. Why IBM ever went to the blue, I'll never understand.
Dude, they have one of the worst logos now.
Yeah.
They really got the Midas touch. Anything IBM touches, I don't want it.
Long distance telephone. Yeah, the General Intelligence Company of New York is a very legit name.
I'm trying to find some cool other older logos.
Yeah, that's right. The Nike designer, I think it was a woman, right? She got paid $35.
Yeah, it was an intern.
That's crazy.
That's too bad. Nike kind of sucks now, though. What do you think?
Yeah, this podcast is sponsored by Allbirds.
Adidas.
Okay,
if you had to guess Nike stock over the past 5 years without looking it up, what percentage do you think it's up or down?
Wait, Nike stock over what time period?
5 years. So from February 5th of 2021 until now.
I mean, Maduro wore that tracksuit.
Yeah. Did the stock go up or down that day?
I would guess the Nike stock over 5 years is up 188% over 5 years.
You're really close.
Am I?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm telling you, Nike's boof. People are not buying Nike now trying to flex it. Okay. Nike's peak was back when everyone was ripping. This is one of the greatest designs ever made. Okay, now it's impossible to find. Oh yeah, here we go. This was the prime Nike. I don't know. Did you ever rock these?
Yep. I probably still have some in.
No way.
Yeah. I was sponsored by Nike as a young up and coming white rapper in the 8th and 9th grade.
Yeah, with the neon socks.
Yeah.
Why don't startups have like merch sponsorships? Does that exist? Like just like athletes, it should be like Nike should be dripping out the whole Anthropic team in like Nike Anthropic gear.
That's such a good idea.
Yeah, or like Adidas.
I think what if like Fubu just sponsored SpaceX?
Yeah.
And so it's like they're like ringing the IPO bell and Elon's just like fully dripped in Fubu. That would be sick.
No, I think Juicy Couture should sponsor SpaceX so that everyone is wearing neon pink pants with SpaceX running along the back.
Well, they actually had something close to this, right? They had, or Tesla had the short shorts. Do you remember these?
What?
Yeah, short shorts. Oh, this is.
My God, are these from the company?
Yeah, they produce them, and they're now worth a ton of money. So Tesla and actually SpaceX have done a series of limited release things. Right, I think Tesla's had the tequila. They've done the short shorts. So this was back. Let me see if I can find when it was released.
Holy shit.
Yeah, the tequila is legit. Okay, so the short shorts came out on July 2020 when the stock price of Tesla hit $69.42
Oh my
per
God.
share to troll investors who were betting against the company. And it features the gold S3XY, which were their models of cars, obviously, at the time. And they remain a collectible item on resale markets. I guess they crashed the Tesla site in July of 2020 because so many people were trying to buy them.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
And then tell me about the tequila. Was this another
Social yield? What's going on here? What's not going on here? Is a
we're talking about shit that Tesla's released. It started with Nike Elite. It started with Nike stock and has quickly devolved into
This stream is a giant rabbit hole where we start with one serious topic at the beginning, which was that our friends Numeral got a billboard in San Francisco, and 7 minutes later, we're looking at Tesla short shorts.
Yeah.
Welcome to the stream. Good to have you here. Yeah, the flamethrower was peak. I never had one, but I got to use one when I was working at X. That was fun.
I just saw someone in the Great Snowpocalypse, which is that still going on?
I think so.
Someone was using a flamethrower and just torching their driveway to get the snow off. It looked cheap. I imagine like it actually did way more harm than good. But this is a classic hold my beer moment. I really wanted one of those flamethrowers. So he says, "Hey, oh, and a
he's Uncle Buck from National Lampoon, right? That's the outfit."
Yep.
Of course, by the way, it's Ashland, Kentucky. That makes sense.
I didn't even know it snowed in Kentucky.
Oh, it does now. Global cooling.
Right. Oh wait, here's a much better one. So this is what you should be doing in the Great Snowpocalypse. Zoran Mandami's out there acting like he's using a shovel. Nah. It'd be much better if Zoran went out there with a flamethrower and was like torching the streets. The pictures would be so sick.
I like how the guy just casually shoots a couple beams of fire up into the air. It's just like testing, 1, 2, 3. That's incredible. Why is there not a company that has applied to YC and gotten funded for flame throwing snow removal plows? Like instead of the plow on the front, it just drives the streets and it shoots flames out the front of it. Seems safe.
Right. I would buy that.
And then like if you leave your trash can out, sometimes if you leave your trash can out on the curb, the snow plow will like knock it over and all your trash and all your shit will go flying everywhere. This will just melt your trash can.
And it'll take care of the problem.
Wait, what's the ice reaper? What is this?
Holy shit.
Joseph, what are we dealing with here?
That's my mother-in-law.
The ice reaper.
Ice reaper. So it looks like it's a Zyn competitor. Well, it looks eerily close to a Zyn competitor. I'm assuming you shouldn't eat it. Oh my God. Wait. I don't know if this is what Joe's talking about, but it says it utilizes the power of Carolina Reaper chili for a nicotine pouch experience and has 20 milligrams per pouch of nicotine, which is unbelievable. Zyn starts at 3 milligrams. Oh my God. I mean, I could get on board with it. It's like, why not have spicy? Why are there no spicy cigs?
I don't think that's what he's talking about. Given that he just said Missouri Department of Transportation has one. Oh, this is okay.
Here we go.
First of all, how perfect is it that there is a site called pouchdaddy.com that sells Ice Reaper XL 17 and 20 milligrams. This is
holy
exactly
shit,
what I'm talking
bro!
about.
They actually make it.
That is insane.
Wait, so it melts the shit? Does it scoop it up after? Is it just, dude? This is like what you'd see at Monster Jam.
100%. Also, it appears that it is just shooting directly into the rear tire. Like, how does this tire not blow up? This is insane.
Dude, so my neighbor was taking his like small dog for a walk, and it's
Can we get the dog on?
and yeah, kids have been walking next to it and holding out skewers with hot dogs on the end and cooking with it. Dude, this is imagine you like join the Missouri Department of Transportation, and then they're like, yeah, you're gonna be in the Ice Reaper. I mean, you got to be the biggest boss in the whole department.
That is the greatest recruiting strategy for what's probably like a so-so job. Like, do you want to work for the Missouri Department of Transportation? No. Well, we can offer you $27 an hour. Well, maybe I'm interested. You get to drive a fucking fire-breathing truck down the road. Holy shit. I'm quitting at Rite Aid. I start tomorrow.
This is the greatest recruiting strategy. I mean, almost 100,000. I like how they say they activated it. That's so
yeah, we've activated the Ice Reaper. They should do this in summer just to flex.
They need to
just to say we don't even care about the propane costs or whatever we're spraying on the road. That is insane.
I wonder who manufactures that vehicle. And if you can buy it. Wow. That is epic. Well, I wanted to ask you about how strict were your parents on, like, when you were watching TV as a kid? Were you allowed to watch TV whenever you wanted? Were some shows banned? Like, could you watch SpongeBob? What was the deal?
I feel like it was pretty loosey goosey. Like, I remember being very excited because I think Forrest Gump was like a PG-13 movie, and I got it when I was 10. And I was like, oh, I'm like 3 years underage watching Forrest Gump. This is so sick. Yeah, like the peak experience of watching a movie.
It's same with Xbox games. I would always go to my friend's house to play Halo. But so some people have strict parents. Now that you have kids, I think this would be a good time to share this. One father had an interesting idea to prevent brain rot for his daughter, which is don't let her scroll YouTube. Print out a thumbnail book so she can choose what she wants to watch from a pre-approved list without being exposed to thumbnail hellscape. And it automatically cuts her off after she's scanned the book. So this is what it looks like. No algorithms allowed. You can tell he souped this up in Canva. So she can choose what she wants to watch, but there's only a couple options here. And now he's using a redstone machine from Minecraft to scan it, and then it starts playing, and that's it. And after a couple scans, it turns off. So it's a way to prevent, overstimulation, brain rot, and also screen time. So I thought it was a pretty creative way to manage your kids' screen time.
Yeah, that is actually. I could see something like this more formally catching on. I think it's an interesting idea. I mean, like this seems like a lot of work because I think that they have like the Amazon Fire tablets, which absolutely suck shit. They're like the worst tablets ever, but they're kind of designed for kids and they have like crazy parental controls on them. I'm pretty sure that there's some way to like stream them directly to a TV, so you could probably just do that. But yeah, this is catchy. It's interesting.
Analog YouTube books. Speaking of Fire tablets, one year for Christmas, my parents got me the Amazon Fire phone. And this is something that has probably escaped a lot of people's memories because it literally lasted less than a year. It was released in July of 2014 and discontinued in 2015. So I literally had this phone for like a year. It was horrible. The
I've
whole
never even heard of it.
Yeah, Amazon made a phone. It was absolutely terrible. They said $170 million failure. I'm sure they spent a lot more than that. The only feature on it was like that it had 3D capabilities, so you could like look at a building and turn your phone a couple other ways and it would like adjust with it. It was the biggest piece of shit phone. It couldn't do, I mean, I'm grateful that my parents got it for me. And it was like I'm glad I got to experience it. Let's see the reviews if we can find any. Okay, so 6 out of 10, 2.5 out of 10. Yeah, it was absolutely insane. Amazon tried their hand at a phone and now no more.
That's crazy.
It makes sense that the tablet.
Did you ever know about Amazon coins?
No.
So I'm reading about this phone as I'm reading about it, trying to figure out why it was so terrible. First of all, Papa Bezos released it in just a random theater somewhere in Seattle. He just showed up to like a Century Theater and released this phone. But the interesting thing was introduced in Seattle at the Fremont Theater, a press event held by Amazon CEO. For a limited time promotion, buyers were offered a year of Amazon Prime, okay, and 1,000 Amazon coins. And I guess they just discontinued Amazon coins, but it was like an internal Amazon currency that you could use across Android, Kindle, App Store, things like that. I've never heard of this either.
I've also never heard of that.
That's going to be the future. Yeah. Amazon's going to bring Amazon coins back. Fuck Bitcoin. You just went broke on your Solana bets. You are bankrupt because of Ethereum. We cannot trust digital currency, but you can order peanut butter on Amazon.com at 2 p.m. and it'll be on your doorstep at 2:20 p.m. So this is the company that we need to go all in on and just believe that they can carry us into the future of cryptocurrency. Bring Amazon coins back. It's going to be huge. Buy it today. You heard it here.
Yep. When you go to the Amazon National Park, you'll need Amazon coins for some refreshments.
Slightly unrelated, highly recommend Johnny the Walrus by Matt Walsh. We read it every night with our kids. Pull it up.
Let's see here.
Pull it up. I mean, maybe don't pull it up if it's
Matt Walsh.
Our listenership puts out some questionable things into the chat sometimes.
Matt Walsh. Okay, I've heard of this guy before. So instead, if you're not going to laminate a binder for your child to choose which video they want to watch, you can also read this book.
This is about what I thought this book was about.
Which we'll let you check it out on your own time.
Beloved children's author Matt Walsh. I like it. Actually, in all seriousness, one of the worst things that, like, talk about this with Netflix, but one of the worst things about children's books is that a lot of children's books are actually like legitimately terrifying to kids. And so you basically have two classes of children's books now. You either have like Peter Rabbit, which is actually a story, if you like really think about it, or like Humpty Dumpty, where it's kind of a guy falling to his death, or it's like some Dr. Seuss thing where there's like thing 1 and thing 2 running around the house, and then these little like monster critters like jumping on all the kids and like stealing the fish. And our kids are like, what's happening? Like, are these things real? Like, why are they in the house? And so you either have like all these old school stories, all the nursery rhymes, right, are about like Black Plague and death, or you have the modern books, which is just like about a turtle named Tommy. And then, 3 seconds into the book, it's like Tommy the turtle's trans. And you're like, well, okay, we can deal with that at some point, but it doesn't have to be right now at 8 p.m. during bath time. We can maybe address that in some other way. And like, it's just all the book is it's like, oh, Tommy the turtle. But then they like throw all this like gender identity or political like leanings left or right, like into a kid's book. Like, what the fuck are we doing?
Yeah. It's sad when when folks are using kids' books to divide, because when I think about children's books, there's one that comes to mind that brings everybody together over one shared experience that every single human on earth has. Oh God. And that book, sorry, I'm tearing up.
That was a good buildup. That was my favorite buildup of all time.
This book,
Yeah. This is good.
this is a banger. There's no splitting, there's no identities, and it is the greatest display of DEI that has ever been in any media form. There's humans, every type of animal, everybody poops. Get your merch now, sponsored by Everybody Poops.
I think that it would be funny and appropriate. Wait, pull that back up one more time. Pull it.
Pull up Everybody Poops.
Producer, pull it up. Get it on screen. On my X account right now, there's about 1,000 people that have tuned in or are tuned in at various points. And at the bottom, this says CNN for the terminally online. And then we're just going into a pretty deep discussion about politics and children's books, and then promoting the Everyone Poops book. And that's what you get when you show up to Raised and Confused. You get a little bit of what the hell is going on? Where is this going? And that's what we like to do. We like to keep everybody on their toes.
And you know what? When you know what you're going to get, it sucks when you think you know what you're going to get and then you don't actually know what you're going to get. There's one place that you can go where you know what you're going to get. And that's when you're hiring and you use Hire Overseas. You know you're going to get someone that they specially vetted for your position, as like even just for a podcast editor and clipper for our show. We're a big fan of Hire Overseas. They interviewed a ton of people. They had multiple recruiters screening these people, and we got someone who we love right off the bat. Hire Overseas, don't use Athena. Everyone keeps telling me about Athena, how they're getting ripped off. They're paying $2,000 in margin. Like if you're hiring someone on Athena and you're paying Athena $3,000, the actual employee is getting $500. They're going to do $500 worth of work. If you use Hire Overseas, sign up for their newsletter too. As you can see, pop up. It is the best place to hire overseas talent, whatever you want. If you want an assistant, you want creative folks, you want someone to write newsletter, SEO. It's super broad. They've even staffed people to do cold calling at a car dealership. Huge fans of Hire Overseas. Go to hireoverseas.com.
I am obsessed with Hire Overseas. Harlan's in the chat. He's one of the co-founders of Hire Overseas. He's here. He's live. We couldn't do this live stream without them. Actually, let's talk about this, because this is one of these things that's like a direct result from a crazy thing with Hire Overseas. We set up a little known YouTube channel days ago called Raised Confused. Let's pull it up. We have, because of our clipper and editor, who's incredible, that we got through Hire Overseas, we have a couple of these shorts now that are at 276,000 views, 84,000 views. This is wild.
This is all thanks to Hire Overseas.
The
Shout out
best
Don.
people on the planet. And thank you, Harlan, for tuning in to Kevin's X to get his numbers up. Everybody go follow at
Please
KB something.
Follow me. Yeah, I know. I need to change it to make it more catchy.
Yeah.
Thank you, Harlan. Thank you. You know who is hiring and who should be using Hire Overseas? Can you think of any companies? Because I can think of one.
Let me think about this. I'm gonna give you my top 20 companies that should be using Hire Overseas. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Number 1, NVIDIA. Largest company in the world, needs a lot of help with a lot of things. They're hyperscaling. When you're hyperscaling a company, you need hireoverseas.com to help you hyperscale. Number 2, Apple, second largest company in the world, hyperscaling, but a little bit less so than NVIDIA. They need somebody from Hire Overseas to remotely manage the security systems in the showrooms so that people stop stealing all the iPhones.
Let me take over number 3.
Okay.
MoDOT. They're running
Ding,
out
ding,
of
ding,
people
ding,
to
ding.
drive the Ice Reaper that blows flames out. Look how many careers they have. Hire Overseas could staff any of these positions. Okay, look, but you can do it by district. You want to work in Central, STL. Point being, you know where to go. So just do it.
Can they can you drive the what was it called, the Ice Reaper truck? Can you drive that from a different country? Can it be like it's like remotely operated, like a drone operator?
I'm sure. Did
Yeah.
you see that this is actually a relevant topic? Waymo's chief safety officer, who I think you told me on a past stream where they were like, yeah, safety isn't our number one priority or something. Anyways, this guy is in court, which I'm sure he's been to court many of times. And when Waymos like are stuck, what happens is they call someone in and they're like, hey, what should this Waymo do? And he's saying, he's getting grilled. They're like, where are these operators at? What happens? He's like, well, they're in the US and they're overseas. And they're like, well, where's the majority? And it comes out that a lot of these people who are guiding the Waymo when they're stuck are in the Philippines. A lot of great overseas workers come from the Philippines, but I guess this guy who was grilling him wasn't super happy about that. He's like, you can't control these things from the Philippines. So that's what's
What
going
was
on.
his rebuttal?
Number. Well, that's very curious that someone who's running the program has no idea how that workforce breaks down.
You know, it'd
It
be
just seems
interesting.
Kind of curious that you don't know.
This is some like Black Mirror thing, but it's like actually kind of interesting and cool. It would be legit if somebody who like lives in the Philippines has never been to, let's say, San Francisco, like you would actually learn all of the streets of San Francisco like the back of your hand. And then if you came here someday, everybody would just assume that you're local because you're like, oh,
Right.
which CVS are you trying to get to? The one on like Fremont and 6th or the one on
Right.
like 9th and Mission?
What are your
And
cross
then
streets?
you would just know like where everything is because you're just like looking at like all of the imagery and doing like the robotic guidance of Waymos. That's sick. Speaking of AI and humans working together, did we talk about Rent a Human?
No.
This is an interesting one. So there was this app that I think went viral right after the last stream on February 3rd on Tuesday, and a bunch of people were talking about it, and it's pretty fascinating. It's basically rentahuman.ai, and anytime you have an AI task that like just cannot be completed with AI, like you need somebody to physically sign something, or you need like you're trying to do an AI food delivery thing, but you actually need the people to do the delivery, or you're doing an AI window cleaning business and you need somebody to actually go out and dispatch and clean a window, or you're doing AI minced garlic and you need a human to go chop the garlic so that you can sell it over the internet. This rentahuman.ai allows humans to like sign up, and then different bots that are trying to accomplish random tasks. I think the big thing here has always been, like training data for, AI. But like you can just list yourself at like, I don't know why all these are $50 an hour. That's probably just a screenshot, but yeah, agents can find humans and give instructions to them, and then the humans go do these like in real life tasks.
Isn't this just called employment? We should rent some people.
But it's like you are no longer being bossed around by a dude wearing khaki pants or by like a woman in HR. You're being bossed around by AI, and like you have to report back to AI and be like, I've done the task. Super dystopian.
Which would you rather report to?
I mean, at this point in my life, I really only want to report to people that have driven the Ice Reaper. Like, if you've never driven an Ice Reaper around the streets of snowy Missouri, we don't have much in common.
Dude, okay.
This is a good analogy. This is kind of like, it is like Pokemon Go, but for AI. It's like run out and go find the Charizard in the Starbucks.
Who do you think has more revenue? YouTube or Netflix?
That's a good question. I think I just saw YouTube is at 60 billion. I think I saw in the Google earnings of advertiser revenue, but I don't know if that includes YouTube Premium. I'm going to say I think Netflix has more.
It's a close race, but you were spot on with the 60 million. Polymarket money, Polymarket, sometimes reliable. Reportedly, YouTube smoking Netflix.
Social yield got it.
Nice.
Yeah. So the interesting thing about this is there was a good podcast with Reed Hastings, not to be confused with Reed Hoffman. Reed Hastings, the chairman of Netflix, was on Invest with the Best, and I think we might have talked about some of that episode. But he was basically talking about like the entire company. When they think of their number one metric at Netflix, it is like owning screen time. And number one competitor that they have on screen time, like when they started the company, it was to own screen time, you need to take market share away from ESPN and cable and people watching DVDs and, that aren't shipped by Netflix. And now in the streaming war, it's basically like a Netflix v YouTube. And the number of if you look at the amount of time that people spend across all screens, including their phones, it's like 2x what Netflix is. But Netflix is surprisingly high, right? So it's like 13% for YouTube, 8% for Netflix.
Yeah, I feel like the average younger person now is, unless you're like binging a show, YouTube is just so much easier. It's like if you just cook dinner and you want to watch something, Netflix is going to take so long to try to find something to watch. And then it's like, oh my God, there's like 4 seasons, 8 episodes each. Like, this is just too much. YouTube, you can go on, click a 3-hour documentary about Peter Thiel and just sit there and watch that. It's so much easier.
Why would you pick such a short documentary about Peter Thiel? Why wouldn't you go for the mega series? That's my main question. Let's start there.
Did you see the stock ticker X has been secured? Maybe you can't talk about this.
I don't think I can. Funny enough.
The ticker X was secured. Of course, someone asked Grok, who was it secured by? The ticker X was previously used by US Steel. Now they're gone because they got bought. And it's been secured by SpaceX for their planned 2026 IPO, which is probably
allegedly. It is funny that if you're trying to get like insider information about XAI or SpaceX or whatever, like the employees and like Elon, nobody can say anything. Shareholders can't really say anything, but Grok can just like narc on what's going on behind the scenes. So it appears that it was secured by SpaceX. Thanks, Grok.
If you have access to Grok and Kalshi, you are smarter than anyone born. You are smarter than every single human and animal combined before 2012.
Is that a fact?
No. I think we got to get into the ChatGPT Anthropic ad war. So where do you stand on this stuff? I'm sure you and many people watching saw the Anthropic ads with what's the difference between me and you? They use so great.
The ads are great, first of all.
Yep.
I think there were 4 of them.
Yep.
Are they doing one of them at the Super Bowl? Is that right?
That's what I heard.
I wonder which one they're going to pick.
I think my favorite one was Violation, which was the guy doing a pull up. Here we go. Anthropic brutally mocks OpenAI, a new ad. let's start this over.
Hey, can I get a six-pack quickly?
Perfect. That is a clear and achievable goal. Would you like me to tailor a personalized workout plan?
Yes.
Perfect. Let me personalize this for you. Let's start with your age, weight, and height. Whenever you're ready.
5'7", 23 years old, 140 pounds.
Got it. I'll create a plan that focuses on aesthetic strength training. But confidence isn't just built in the gym. Try Step Boost Max, the insoles that add 1 vertical inch of height and help short kings stand tall.
What?
Use code HeightMaxing10 for big discounts.
Owned. They
What's the
gotta
difference
go with
between me and you?
That's the best one.
It's so good.
That is the best one. So good.
So the ads are good. And then did you see, of course, Sam May had to hop in and respond. The CMO responded. The one thing that both these responses had in common was the Texas line. Okay, they love using this Texas line. Where is it here? No, don't tell me he took. Oh, here we go. More Texans use ChatGPT for free than total people use Claude in the US. And then the CMO with said the same thing. So they loved that line. But yeah, sorry, Sam May, but we ain't reading this essay. I'll tell you, most people ain't reading this. It's just too long. People thought that he was self-owning, that it was actually probably not the move to do something like this. The CMO's response was a little more betrayal, deception, treachery. Those ads are funny. And the former Meta Ads executive who made them is good at his job. He had a lot of practice. Here's what's not funny. Calling ads a betrayal when your business model is selling paid subscriptions to companies. ChatGPT has more free users in Texas than Claude trademark has globally. And then this is the most AI line of all time. Real betrayal isn't ads, it's control.
That's wild.
And then she posted this hat, which I thought was a little confusing. But
This was the thing that I think a bunch of people were quote tweeting. It's like the old drill tweet. It's like, and another thing, I'm not mad. Please don't put in the newspaper that I got mad. It's basically this. Like all of these posts are just like, I'm totally this is fine. Don't talk about that I'm not fine.
right.
It's wild.
Yeah, I mean, the ads are so good, and then a lot are. Oh, here's Nikita coming in with great advice. Almost a third, not ratioing him, but got a third of the likes. Never respond to playful humor with an essay. Just say, damn, they cooked us, or make a joke. This is so true.
Mm-hmm.
In every social situation, if someone's roasting you, you don't clap back by going, dude, okay, that first part was funny, but the second part is actually a little untrue because my shoes aren't that goofy. I actually bought them and the celebrity wore them one time. You clap back by just going, oh, bruh, fuck, you got me. But yeah, we not reading this essay. The ads are so good. I'm excited. I hope OpenAI claps back with like a funny, like they need to come back. This is what like the online beefs are for. It's like the Kendrick and Drake shit. Like they need to start dropping diss tracks on each other. This is like the Drake and Kendrick beef, but OpenAI seems to be folding. They got roasted and they're folding rather than clapping back. So hopefully they come back. Hopefully they have Raised and Confused design their next ad.
They gotta sync with us before they put anything out.
Yeah.
You got to exactly. You can't feed the trolls.
We're putting out an essay.
We're dropping an essay. What else do we have? We have a bunch of YC companies to talk about.
Oh yeah, let's go over the new YC companies.
We have the Figma stock price. This was a good for people who I've worked at public companies before. This was a very good post. Be me, go to senior PM at Figma. That feeling when you've slaved away for 8 brutal years, daydreaming nonstop about the juicy IPO finally happens. Been advocating like mad for AI tools. You're pitching game-changing features to crush the competition. CEO says no. They force us to churn out crap like vector point movers, pure filler, where dinosaurs getting lapped, pure pain. Hit refresh on ticker app, down yet again, wallet weeps, tears streaming as my ideas get buried, blah, blah, blah. So Figma IPO'd. I think they're down even more today. This tweet is a couple days old, but they're down like 80% from their IPO price. And there's like 180-day lockup usually on
Oh God.
new employees or newly IPO'd companies, employees being able to sell stock. So you're just like, you have thousands of people that work there churning out bullshit that's not keeping up with AI as the stock is dropping 80% before they can cash anything out.
Oh God, that's tough. I saw a Robinhood employee, an early Robinhood employee, respond by saying like, "Hey, just bear down." Like I think the Robinhood stock, like let's see. So Robinhood IPO'd at, let's see, when did they IPO? They IPO'd at
like 2020, 21.
Yeah, I IPO'd at $35. Then 2 years later, they were at $8. And then, whoa, why did they get nuked again?
I think everybody's just gotten nuked in the last month.
That's tough.
Almost. everybody.
But now they're back up to 124. So the Robinhood's advice was just bear down. Don't
Hunker
freak
down.
out.
The thing I always wonder, so wait, they went public in what did you say? 2021?
July 30th of 2021.
And basically since then they're 111% all time. I mean, here's the thing. This always sounds like impressive. And it is, no doubt. But what's crazy is like it's only slightly better than just holding the entire market. Like the entire market is up 81% over the last 5 years. So I mean, at least like the top 100, NASDAQ like tech forward companies are up 81%. So it's kind of crazy that you have this kind of new banking platform that actually has innovated a ton. I have an account there. I think it's great. It's like the easiest, cleanest UX to use. But Robinhood's problem is for investors is that the UX is completely built around trading. And I would suspect that the average Robinhood user like drastically underperforms just putting all their shit in the market and holding it. And this is why people always talk about like Vanguard is the GOAT, because the Vanguard site is so shitty and so hard to use. Like this is what you're competing with if you're Robinhood. This is 2026, and this is what the Vanguard site looks like. And so it's like
10 links.
If you log into this, I like literally don't even know how to move money out of my account. But as a result, you just go, I don't know, this is too hard, and you just keep your money in there, and it compounds at 81% every 5 years or more.
And you know that Vanguard isn't gonna partner with Kalshi or Polymarket like Robinhood does, where I have some friends who have like the Robinhood debit card and they keep like their checking account is in Robinhood, which now has a Kalshi integration, meaning the same place that you're keeping all of your money, you're about 2 taps away from betting on the Super Bowl, which is it's so easy to go, man, I know the Seahawks are going to win. Oh, and I have $50,000 in my checking account. I might as well bet 20,000 rather than at least like if you have to move money from Vanguard to Banner Bank to DraftKings, then it's like, okay, this is a huge pain.
Yep.
So
100%. Yeah, it makes paper handing everything really, really easy too. Like if you have a bad day in the market, you panic and you sell everything, which is not always the best. Sometimes it's the best. If it's Bitcoin, it's probably a good idea. But yeah, you just get scared. Like every single day feels like the end of the world, and there's all these like the stock is zoomed into like a 1 hour ticker, and it's just like constantly going down, and it feels like the end of the world. Like that's not great.
Yeah, yeah. Sell. Robinhood should make noises and blast an alarm when your portfolio is down like 1%.
It should just it's like the yeah, it's like the, let's see.
This is what every Robinhood user feels when their whole screen is red because they're looking at what the stock did in the past 4 minutes.
Freak the fuck out and panic sell everything right now. It's over. Oh. Wait, are we allowed to swear on YouTube? Is this a thing? Can we do that?
Bleep. I say that our shit isn't for kids, so I hope so.
Yeah. This is like if you're using Robinhood and anything goes down more than like 0.1% at any time, you just get the old meme phone call of like a margin call coming in to your phone, and it's actually Robinhood and they're calling you. They're just like, no.
Okay, so I want to talk about, we talked about this a little bit, but like when a company is launching, now if you're launching a startup, and we'll get into the new YC companies soon, but when you think about launching a new startup, what are a couple things that are like unbelievably necessary, like requirements, like everyone's doing them in terms of launch?
I mean, right now it's all launch video. Wasn't
Right.
always that way, but this is the new thing for sure. Launch videos. I mean, a lot of paid promotion around launches too.
Right. Because when you invest $50,000 in a launch video, you're obviously going to put more money behind it to be like, we need this to get at least 1 million views. We can't just post this thing and hope that it does well. So all these companies, whether you're a tiny startup or a very established company that just raised hundreds of millions of dollars, a lot of the organic engagement that you're seeing on this or on X, the platform, may not be so organic. 11 Labs reached out to this guy, Theo, and essentially they're asking him to quote tweet their post after it goes live, and they'll pay for it. And he's saying concerning behavior, feels like they're trying to dodge disclosure. No one discloses ads on X. Nobody. Right. Nobody says, dude, so excited for this launch, paid for by blank. So this is running rampant, and I don't know how it's going to change really.
Well, I think we obviously want to be totally clear. Like we have right now 2 sponsors. We have Numeral.com, HireOverseas.com, both the best. You can reach out to us and we'll tell you how great they are. But the thing is, like, we're not just going to take random money from random companies and not disclose it. Like, I think it would be absolutely disgusting. For example, like if 11 Labs reached out to us and they said, hey, mention us in this stream and we'll pay you $10,000, we would never do it. If
right.
Polymarket reached out and said, hey, Chris, we're going to pay you $10,000 to wear our hat for 5 seconds on stream, I wouldn't be doing that.
Right.
That's disgusting behavior, right?
You'll know
when I would have to disclose that they're an advertiser, but they're not, so I don't have to disclose anything.
Right.
I would never wear a Polymarket hat on stream. I'm above that.
Why would we want to take money?
I'm a father. I'm not a Polymarket degenerate. You know what I'm saying?
Clean money. Okay. Yeah. We do this for the people. We don't do it for money. You'll know we're selling out when we're shilling away our visual appearance to a gambling site. Horrible. Not gambling if they sponsor.
I feel bad for those people that have to do that, but I'm in a place for everything. Speaking of which, let's cover some YC companies. We're going to cover our favorite YC company, Numeral. We've already talked about them, the Numeral Billboard. We're such big fans of them. Look at this. I mean, look at this billboard. This thing's cute. This is what we need more of in the world. This is a great billboard because it just says super simply what they do and then just says the company name. There's so many of these billboards and I'm like, what the fuck are we even advertising right now? Makes no sense.
Nobody's pumped to do taxes. That's the bottom line. And honestly, doing taxes sucks. Numeral is the only service that's excited to do your taxes. Okay.
Yep.
So go do it.
All right. Let's pull up some YC
Yeah.
companies.
Let me pull this up. Producer.
Wait, how do I?
Okay, here we go. Y Combinator X.
Everybody always asks why Combinator. No one ever asks how's Combinator. Nobody ever asks which Combinator.
Dog patch. When Combinator. Okay. Oh God, we gotta skip. I can't deal with this type of shit. Automates deal execution for investment banks from DEX to diligence. Dealmakers can focus on what they're best at.
$1 trillion of global M&A last year. But the deal process hasn't fundamentally changed in over 20 years. Your materials are in one place, diligence in another, and buyers' feedback scattered across email. Nothing talks to each other. Teams don't lose deals on rigor. They lose them in the chaos between systems.
AI generated. Anytime someone says, blank doesn't blank with blank, they blank with blank. That is AI.
Until now. Introducing Maywood, the first platform to run an entire...
I will say this is a perfect name for an investment bank technology.
I was just going to say, great name. I don't fully follow what they do because it's not my world, but I love the name. It's a great name.
Dude, it's the first platform to run an entire deal. I bet the guy that we looked at on Tuesday, whose private equity fund is buying 10,000 companies, he's really going to love this.
Yeah, 100%.
But it looks like you get dashboards and there's a lot of fancy stuff and you can prompt and it makes decks. Maywood, I'm supportive, but here we go. Dynamic pricing to any business that sells time slots. Interesting. Okay, so Chris just died. Oh, there we go.
We're back. Thanks, Restream.
Here we go.
The year was 2014, and Uber realized something the airline and hotel industries had already known for decades. And it's taken appointment-based businesses more than 10 years to catch up.
It's not rocket science, no.
Not all hours are equal. Tuesday at 2 p.m. isn't Saturday morning, so customers choose the convenient hour. And when an hour goes unbooked, it's worth 0. That wasn't free time. It was unsold inventory. Booko fixes that. Peak hours stay full price, while slow and last-minute slots adjust dynamically. Customers choose the incentive. Empty time gets filled. The result? Customers across multiple industries see around a 20% increase in revenue. Because selling a slow hour for less is always better than letting it go to 0.
Interesting.
Okay.
Oh,
we should have
nice.
a segment where we're like the ice skating Olympic judges and we watch the ad and then we give a rating 0 to 10.
Are we rating the launch video or the company?
This
or
is
both?
good. I think
Aggregate.
we need like both. I think the scale is like, would we invest in this company?
Yeah. Well, okay. So this I understand, and it sounds awesome for like hotels and stuff. But one thing I'm confused about is that if you're running a barber shop, which immediately came to mind for me, it's like booking times. Yeah, of course, more people want to book a haircut on Saturday at 1 p.m. than Tuesday at 2 when they're working. But if you're employing a barber and a haircut's usually $50, at Tuesday, is it now going to be $30? And like, does the barber still want to do it for only $30? Or what was an example that you thought of when you watched this video?
I'm going to be completely honest with you. I didn't even watch it. I was just really focused on this joke of writing 7.2 on a piece of paper. I have no fucking clue what this company does.
It's Booko.
Booko.
Oh, they don't got motion
Is
though.
it Booko? Oh, we should follow all these companies as we're talking about them.
I should be doing this from our. Oops, I just followed Y Combinator. We should be doing this from the raised account. Oh,
All right. I think here, hide your screen for 1 second because Dennis just made this, and I feel like he needs to be like our new like live stream producer because he's just dropping some absolute gems in the chat right now.
That's fire.
Yeah.
Damn,
This
and the
is
cowboy hat goes over the logo. That's perfect.
Yeah, this is pro. I like that.
Got the overlays. Okay, so Booko, they're dynamically pricing. It's like Uber, they're trying to do Uber search pricing, but for every single business, for restaurant reservations, barber shops, anywhere where you're booking time slots. They want to make it more profitable, less time wasted. So it's interesting. Seeing Systems builds inexpensive strike drones designed to adapt as warfare evolves with modular hardware, simple operation, and agentic controls built in collaboration with Royal Marine Commandos and other NATO forces. So kill people much easier with drones. Strike.
Months in, we've already collaborated with a number of armed forces across Europe, and one thing is clear. These little things have redefined the modern battlefield. Yet, these cutting-edge drones are still basically expensive toys. Ukraine uses at least 200,000 of these every month, with only 5% of them achieving their mission. Often thousands.
6.3, I can't
Wait,
understand.
are we what brand is your yellow pad? Your legal pad? Is it a Mead?
Bro, this is unbranded. I think it's Amazon Basic. There's nothing here.
Straight out of Seattle.
I got no motion.
Oh, we for sure need to add a yellow pad sponsor because we might be the only two people under the age of 77 who are still rocking these to do our note taking.
Listen, I got the big yellow pad and I got the small mobile yellow pad to take with me to places. Yeah.
I skip the small and just go directly to tiny sticky notes. Hold on, let me hold up my my checkbook so everybody can get my account number and routing number too. Sometimes they take notes on that. All right, I don't really follow what they do, but I think drones are cool. What's Origin up to?
Oh, okay. These guys are gonna become trillionaires in no time. They're not fucking around with all these launches, paying someone $50K. They're sitting in a hotel lobby.
At Origin, we're building AI to make cell and gene therapy safer for diseases like cancer, neurodegenerative disorders, and more. They've been applied successfully to treat various disease indications, but their widespread application has been limited due to safety issues.
For example, in cancer, CAR-T has been highly effective against multiple B-cell malignancies, but its use in solid tumors.
These guys are fucking curing cancer.
I'll give them a 1.6. Just kidding. Yeah, somebody's got to buy these boys a Shure mic though. Can barely hear what they're saying. See, Kevin's notepad gang with us.
Yep.
He doesn't mess around. Oh, what's this? This looks fun. This looks like they hired somebody off of Fiverr to make the video. Our favorite site.
It's like lovable for existing projects. So even your hypothetical Sharon from marketing can change the button styling on the front page without going back and forth with the dev team.
Meet Sparkles, the vibe coding IDE for non-technical people. So now everyone can be a builder without breaking prod.
Sparkles.
Here's what I'm going to say. This might be controversial. I think that video was interesting. I like the design. I dig the like design elements. I think the little like dancing guys, these are great because it's so weird. It's like super memorable. Everybody's going like full Anduril, like black scale, gray scale, like super like kind of dark websites. So they're trying to be these like stealthy Palantir-esque companies, or they're just like copying what Figma is doing on their site. And this is goofy. I like it.
Oh, nice. And it's free. Yep, I agree. I don't really... Oh, here we go. Rights clear data, marketplace and collection engine. These guys are chilling.
Is the world's most valuable unindexed asset in the world, people's reality, into multi-mode training data delivered within days.
Get these boys a Shure mic.
Get him a Shure mic.
Lives, be it audio, first-person videos, images, or dashcam footage. And we're getting thousands of signups every single day from users looking.
Dude, they stole my fucking idea. Body cam footage. How to get your own body cam footage.
I can't believe that only got 1,200. Everybody go watch the body cam footage video on our YouTube shorts. It deserves way more than 1,200 views.
It's fire.
All right.
Here we go. This guy's building Cluely 2. It's so salespeople don't sound like idiots. Real-time AI that helps AE handle technical topics.
Support encryption.
Oh, do we have an API? Oh, API. Yes, an API, an integration.
To two-way integration of HubSpot. How do you ensure tenant isolation in your database? Also, is all our sensitive data isolation? Are you compliant? Can you answer that?
Yes, I can answer that with Coretta, your AE's best friend. Coretta learns your products and helps your AEs handle complex topics in real time.
Okay, our InfoSec team is pretty strict with compliance and data residency and
Coretta lives in Slack. You don't have to open any app. One ping and Coretta is in the conversation. Ask it anything. It has the answers. Fire. Make your salespeople technical with Coretta.
Okay, I'm going to say something. This is advice for everybody in YC. If you're doing a launch video, we talked about this last. I'm going to shoot. Dude, who's the CEO of Restream? Let's look him up. Let's find producer, pull up the home address of the CEO of Restream.
I thought that video was pretty good. What's your gripe?
Okay, so my thing on it was, I think that launch videos are like writing a post on X or a LinkedIn post or doing a TikTok. Like, you should be as concise as possible when doing this launch video. And so I feel like there's general advice. Like, how long is this? 57 seconds?
Yep.
This could have and should have been a 15-second video. It would have been way more impactful. There's a lot of like, if you're playing elevator music in the background while showing something, that should just be over spoken word. That
okay, our InfoSec team is pretty strict with.
You get this right away. You don't need like the 17 examples of how it works. All these are going to be interesting products, but I do think that like whoever wins this for engineers or whoever wins this for like interviews, whether it's Coretta or Cluely or whatever, is just going to win the entire market. I think. I don't think that you will have separate apps paid for by a sales team versus a marketing team versus a support team versus a legal team. It's going to be one app.
The stepping stone is like, this is just a stepping stone that might last for a couple months into like fully automated salespeople, because like you don't need like a puppet like reading off of a screen when you have these questions. You might as well. It's essentially a chat bot. Like this guy is just reading off chat bot responses.
Right.
And it reminds me of, did you see the Pals AI by Tavis?
No.
Okay, so this is essentially what they're doing. Let's see here. So these guys say, you know, let's skip the chat bot. Let's even skip over voice. These guys make an AI that you talk to, and it's literally, it pulls up like a virtual video of somebody and you can talk to them. They see your facial expressions. It is insane. Let's see. Pals. Yeah, it ain't coming up.
Was that it?
This is it. My computer doesn't load. You talk to him face to face. We can get into this. Here we go. Here's an example. Okay, click on one of them. This guy's showing none of the juice. So it's like, hey, here's this AI. Do you want a video call with them? You can chat. Anyways, my point is you don't need some idiot AE who's high reading off of a screen. You can probably just talk to the AI itself.
Maybe.
Oh, do we have an API? Yes, an API, aka application programming interface, is a formal contract that defines how components interact. Yes, that's right.
Do we have an API? Oh, I see that you're trying to use our program over a computer. Absolutely. Can you confirm that you're trying to use our program over a computer?
It's literally the Anthropic ad. Oh, wait.
Exactly.
Do we have an API? But you've run out of Cadello credits. Please upload.
100%.
Just cheat on everything. There's literally no such thing as like, is there anything like cheating anymore? Like besides cheating on a partner, like what is there any cheating in like academia or sales or anything now?
I think the final boss of all these cheating apps is cheat on your taxes.
Cheat on your taxes with Numeral.
It's just going to be 100% the legal way. Numeral.com. All right, let's do a couple more of these, and then we'll switch topics. What is this?
Fastest way to verify real humans. Let's try this on the research. I'm in. The best part about the video is you can't even focus. You're literally unable to focus on anything else because you're being totally enthralled. See, when you don't play the music, whoever picked the music for this really brought it all together. Because if you listen without the music, it's just like, oh god,
yeah, this is. We all had a moment there,
but then. Okay, nice.
That legit. That needs to be. That's like our intro music every week,
right? That's good.
Damn
okay,
it, I was trying to find my box of glow sticks that I was keeping in my desk drawer, and I couldn't get it on time.
I was trying to find my Molly, but I think I already took it. Okay.
All right. Well, that's I don't know what they do.
Those are some more startups, but I'm in.
Good for them. What else? I mean, by the way, well, That's not that important.
Okay, here's one thing. Let's just go rapid fire.
Yep.
Okay. Here is this. Who knows if it's fucking real? Nobody knows anymore. Caleb, Indian laborers are training themselves out of the job. Here's how it works. You strap a camera to an Indian worker's head. You capture hours of egocentric footage, whatever they're doing, packaging, putting widgets together. You pay them like presumably like $1 an hour, then sell it to robot companies so that they can learn from the footage. So this is apparently what either Caleb is doing or other folks are doing, where you just pay manual laborers to like record themselves. My head, it was like, oh my God, they're creating like TikTok channels just by paying these people like 50 cents. Because I mean, there's plenty of YouTube channels like this, but then of course, if you sell it to AI training or robot companies, it's probably a lot more lucrative.
It is funny now that there are like this brings up the channelification of anything. Like 10 years, this just would have been a Zoom call. And now we're making $2 million a month from Numeral and Hire Overseas. You know what I'm saying? 10 years ago, you would walk into a hospital and be pretty highly confident that your anesthesiologist wouldn't twerk on you during a procedure for TikTok views. 10 years ago, you would walk into a Subway and say, "May I have a sandwich?" And they would make the sandwich and sell it to you for $5 because it's a $5 footlong.
Right.
Now in 2026, you walk into a Subway and you have 17-year-olds that are like streaming to some like Chinese gambling app trying to make your sandwich and get views and get the ace of spades all at once. And then you get charged $18 for the privilege.
Dude, have you seen the Subway pranks where they go in and they ask the people to toast their sandwich like 50 times?
No.
Oh my God. It's so fucking funny. Hold on. I think TikTok is shutting me down. Okay. So
that, by the way, is one of those times where we need to say, clip that, clip that.
Clip that now. Fucking hilarious. Okay.
Do it.
This guy, he's like, one more time, one more time. And then you just keep going until they stop. And then the funniest is when it'll come out as like just black char and they'll be like, she's like, no, it'll be on fire. And then they add like mustard and olives on it.
Oh,
it's hilarious.
That is wild.
Yep. So that's what people are doing at Subway.
I like, I was going to talk about this, and then it's funny because it just got addressed live on the timeline. We were talking about SpaceX, and somebody had posted ahead of a possible IPO, SpaceX plans new Starlink products, including a mobile device. We were just talking about the Amazon mobile device connected to Starlink that could rival smartphones per Reuters. And then within seconds, Elon just goes, Reuters lies relentlessly.
Nice. I saw a news story that Apple was going to integrate Starlink in all their phones going forward, which makes a lot more sense.
I heard rumors that they're going back to the old logo because
they should, dude. That'd be so epic if the new iPhone. I would pay more.
That'd be so clean if that was just right here on the back.
Okay, obviously we're a tech show, so I have to share this. Okay, this.
Oh wait, hold on.
This one is 10 times better. It's literally on fire.
There's no way.
And she blows it out. It's so good. I love when people take advantage of like the free drinks at Starbucks or because I mean, what is the policy? Like, I wonder, Subway must have some policy that's like maximum X amount of toasts Or that if it lights on fire, you you can't toast it anymore.
That's so funny. Yeah, that is. Yeah, I wonder what. So there's like the remaking Starbucks drinks. There's the retoasting the bread at Subway. What's another like common thing? I think it would be fun. Like you could just do like in a state where they fill up your gas for you, like New Jersey. You could just be like a little bit more until it's just pouring, like gasoline, just like pouring down the side of your car. You're like, no, just one more. Just hit it one more time. You could do that. I think like a Taco Bell quesadilla where you're just like a little bit more cheese. Oh, just a little bit more cheese. And you have this quesadilla that's like 12 inches tall and it's just like a blob of like amorphous cheese with like 2 small tortillas on it.
Oh my God.
Good.
Well, you know, Starlink may not be making, or SpaceX may not be making smartphones, but one thing that they likely are doing is everyone's doing it. It's a new thing. Your friends are doing it. Your extended family is doing it. Everyone is putting orbital data centers in space, and the FCC accepted SpaceX's filing to put data centers in space. They're planning up to 1 million satellites. Well, let's see if it's legit. Yep, Grok says yes. 1 million satellites using optical laser links to Starlink and Earth, calling it a first step towards harnessing the sun's full power. Because what do you want to use the sun for besides AI-generated reels?
That's all we need. We just need more of that AI slop coming out.
We need more editors. We need AI editors.
AI, I mean, the AI clipping stuff has a long way to go. That's why we have to use and will use forever hireoverseas.com for all of our clipping, all of our editing. It's the greatest site in the universe. Yeah, Social Yield says that's why Google just wants to spend $185 billion to catch up its AI data centers without power costs. Artemis real mission plotting data centers on the moon. I think I mean at this point you could just raise a lot of money by just telling investors that you want to put a data center somewhere fucking insane. Be like look at this, like how many
Missouri,
how many, like look at this. We are raising new startup idea. We're going to have a new segment. It's going to be called Startup Ideas. We're each going to pitch startup ideas. Startup idea. Kevin and I are raising $250 million pre-seed round to put data centers on the roofs of Kentucky Fried kitchens, Kentucky Fried Chicken kitchens in the United States. We have a data center shortage. You know what we don't have a shortage of? KFCs. Every KFC by 2027 will have a data center on the roof. Mark our words.
We're putting data centers into Somalian daycares. Okay, so if you had to guess, do you know Match Group? They own Hinge.
Yep.
They own Tinder. They're like this, huge dating app conglomerate.
Yep.
If you had to guess, they IPO'd in July of 2020. How their stock has performed since then?
They debuted in 2020.
Yep.
It's got to be down 1 billion %. I mean, I would say it's probably down like 75, 70.
Why do you say that?
Because I think the Gen Z is like revolting on dating apps and that people are just tired of paying the money. And there's too many of them. That's the other thing. I think that probably the dating apps that Match Group owns are like not the desirable ones to be on. Hell yeah.
Yep. They're down. They have like all of them besides Bumble. Tinder, Hinge, Match. Okay, first of all, no one's using any of these. The Tinder and Hinge are two great assets. And it's all being promoted by Murray Hill Guy. You know Murray Hill Guy?
Yeah. He's big on the X timeline.
Yep. He's saying delete the apps.
So
Delete the app.
Murray Hill guy pretended to be a woman on the dating apps, right? And was like catfishing guys or just showing like how many matches any random woman gets on these dating apps. Yeah.
Right. So that's that.
Fun fact, my old boss's boss at Zillow is now the CEO of Match Group, Spencer Raskoff. Big Spence.
Sponsored by Match Group. Chris and I will be going on.
Sponsored by Zillow. Sponsored by Redfin. Buy a house. Buy a condo. Who gives a shit?
We'll be going on live dates.
Yeah. I mean, so what's what are people doing to meet people these days? They're just going back to IRL connections. They're going to bars. They're showing up at gyms.
I don't think anyone is dating anymore, to be honest. I think it's over.
Yeah.
I think you just got to kind of roll with the flow, talk to ChatGPT. No, I mean, it's funny, like being Gen Z and the way that people talk about the dating apps, like when you bring it up with your friends, it's like, it's not taboo to talk about, but when you ask your friends, like, are you on the apps? Like, you don't say, oh, are you on like Hinge or whatever? It's like, are you on the apps? No, I deleted the apps. Oh, I've been on the app. Dude, I'm so tired of the apps. And it's like dark. It's like black magic, essentially. But I mean, as much as people shit on them, there's so many people who meet. Like, still the majority of people, like the ways that people meet these days and date are like these dating apps. And I think they get a bad rap personally. Like, if you're single, just go on dates using it. Like, okay, if you're really gonna walk up to someone and be a Chad and go, what was fuck? Who was it? May I meet you? Bill Ackman.
Bill Ackman.
Yeah. See, if you are Bill Ackman and you can pull it off and walk up to someone and say, "May I meet you?" then more power to you.
Here's a thing that was started by a friend of mine that was very popular in 2011, 2012 when I was first dating my now wife. Have you ever heard of Grouper? Did we talk about this on the stream before?
I don't know. It doesn't
I
sound
think it was
familiar.
like, not because I know the guys that started it, but this was genius, I thought. So it was an invite only dating app that used data back in the day from Facebook to organize group outings. So the excursions were planned in venues throughout 25 cities for 6 people. So what they would do is they would get you plus 2 of your guy friends. And they would go to a girl and get her and 2 of her girlfriends. And what was interesting is, like, sometimes one of the people or 2 of the people would be couples. So it would be like a group date, sometimes with people that were already dating. But it would be like, you're just trying to get out there and meet people. And it's almost like a mini version of speed dating, where it's like, as opposed to you just going on a single date, it's like you can sort of let your guard down a little bit more. Cause like you're going with 2 of your friends,
right?
She's going with 2 of her friends. And maybe like, you're not sure which of these 3 might be a better fit to go like on a one-on-one date with afterwards. And
right.
So it was this sort of like, like group situation, and they expanded like crazy fast. So they started in 2011. By 2013, they were in 25 cities throughout the US and Canada. I guess they were YC. And yeah, I don't really know what ever happened, but they eventually shut down.
Acquisition. They announced a partnership with Uber. Holy shit. I mean, I think the interesting thing is that there's no apps. I'm sure there are, but no one uses them, like, to make friends. Like, it's so normalized now. It's like, okay, you go on dating apps to go on dates to find someone to date. But correct me if I'm wrong, no one's like, when you move to a new city, there's no app to be like, oh, you go meet these people and hang out with them. There's like these like tangent like vessels to make friendships, like now run clubs. Like, you go to a run club and maybe meet a friend or like a romantic partner, or sports leagues, but there's no friend apps.
There is one friend app that is very good.
Really?
Yeah. This is amazing. Actually, I've met 7 of my best friends through this. AAA, right? You buy AAA and you press that you have a roadside emergency, and some friendly dude in like a canvas jacket gets out of the truck. He's like 47 and he lives like an hour and a half away, and he's like commuted in, and because he's just driving around helping people with tires, and you just strike up a conversation.
Right. And
You
he's
say,
like,
"Oh,
why
your
is
name's
there
Gary? My name's Chris. Gary, what are you doing next Tuesday? Do you like paddle? Do you like pickleball?
right?
Like playing slot machines? What are you doing?" Yeah, AAA is the shit. It is weird though, because like I've used it pretty extensively, and now my entire friend group is just tow truck drivers.
And so where does
And
the
I'm the odd man
conversation
out.
go after
Yeah.
they say, what do you need help with?
Right.
Or you can just say, I just need assistance with this problem that I'm having.
But
Psychologically.
there's this thing. Have you ever heard of Bordy?
No.
So Bordy it's really picking up with like VCs and early stage founders. It's kind of crazy. It's like I don't even know if I want to go through this, but you say, I'm a founder, my goal is, marketing and awareness, and then you fill out this form and it connects you, I think, all through text or through Slack. Let me see if we can find like how exactly this works. But basically it taps into my LinkedIn and your LinkedIn. So if you're a founder and you're like, hey, I'm fundraising, and I'm like, oh, I'm an investor, I'm looking to fund companies, it'll actually like pull our social networks and make like deeper connections for both of us throughout the process, which is always, it's like a huge problem in fundraising, because if you have a company and I invest a little bit of money in it, the next thing that you always ask is like, cool, like who else do you know that would, want to invest in my company? I'm now aligned because I've given you money to be successful. And so it's like, I want to help you and find other investors, but I can't even remember. I have like thousands of connections.
Right.
So this started off as a thing between like VCs or candidates that were looking for a job and companies that were hiring. And so they've slowly like expanded, I think, the number of topics that this can help with. But it reminded me of the like finding a friend type thing of like, we need to like connect your LinkedIn and then just back channel. Like, what is Kevin like? What's he like to work with? Does he work hard? How does he like, is he career minded? Is he not? And then like use that information to like connect you with friends, or you just use the AAA app.
And you both know Charlie from AAA. Charlie might invest in your company.
Yeah. Big Char. He's the man.
Well,
All
man.
Right. Where are we at? We're at, I think
we're at an hour 40. I always know because I have to pee so bad.
Yeah, I think we can call it. It's another successful day. We got about 100 fewer views than last week or than Tuesday. Maybe some of our viewers found jobs today. I don't know what's going on.
I think it's Thursday's tough. Earlier in the week, people are always more depressed. On Thursdays, it's tough because people are like, well, it's pretty much Friday. So they start looking and seeing what they can bet on. They're already checked out. They don't really need entertainment. Tuesday, everyone's so depressed. They need any escape from the current hellscape that they're living in.
Absolutely. All right, everybody go follow us on YouTube if you haven't already. Click this QR code. This QR code is going to pull up a Chili's menu. You're going to want to get the steak. Trust me. Sell the sizzle, not the steak, but the steak at Chili's goes fucking hard.
Use code RAISED at Chili's or code RAISED when you call AAA. We get 10% of however much they charge you. More importantly,
shout out Social Yield, CRE World, built a platform, works pretty well. What's the platform called?
Thank you, Social Yield. Go check out Numeral. It's the fastest and most accurate way to stay compliant with U.S. sales tax and global value-added tax. AI native solution. Thank you, Kevin. 70 countries all over. They work with 2,000 of the fastest growing venture-backed startups and e-commerce brands. Let them deal with your taxes. In roads, there are two roads in life: jail or Numeral, sometimes both. But if you go with Numeral, you're less likely to end up in jail. And hire overseas. Just talk to them. If you're hiring a position, just book a call with them and just ask if it's something that they can staff for, because I bet they can, and they'll get you a more affordable rate than any other staffing agency or some drunk frat guy. stop hiring drunk people who don't care. They
Or
just
if you do want to hire a drunk frat guy, I mean, hire him through Hire Overseas, certainly, right?
Hire a girlfriend.
Hire a girlfriend. Hire a friend. Actually, that's good. We should help Hire Overseas expand to hiring just companions, friends, right?
You just need someone that's going to be there for you.
Like paid pen pals. That's a good idea.
I've been paying people. I pay people to Slack me throughout the day so that I seem important. Like when I'm in public, I have my Slack notifications all the way up so that when I'm in the cafe, I have someone from Hire Overseas who Slacks me once every
that little message.
6.5 minutes. So then it's going off, and then I sit in the cafe, I go, oh, and then I check my phone. Everyone's around me like, holy shit, that guy is busy.
That way, because we're both unemployed streamers, our wife and girlfriend think that we have actual jobs. It's like, oh, one sec, hold on, take care of the kids. I have a thing I need to.
Right.
It's like, who are you slacking with? It's just a guy named Phil who lives in Guatemala. Oh, that's Guatemalan Phil.
Oh man. Tune in on Tuesday, guys. Put it on your fucking calendar and put the link to Chris's ex. The Raised and Confused YouTube.
Yeah, this is the highest priority thing. This is like becoming a bit almost.
Once we hit 10K on X, I'm actually gonna get a spray tan.
Also, Harlan, send me a hat because I've got a Numeral hat. They're sending Kevin a Numeral hat. If you don't have hats, make hats. Or like a knit sweater. We've had this problem where we both don't know what to wear. We both kind of wear the same thing every time.
Yep. Or if you could honestly, instead of a hat, if you could send me something like this. It's super cold in my house. Let's fucking go. So in addition to a hat, if you could send me one of these, it's like freezing in my house. I'm fucking cold. So any one of these would work. Just something that like heats the house.
A U-line heater with a Hire Overseas decal would go so hard.
Yeah, please get me this
and
dish
then for
one.
the summer, we can have our air conditioning sponsored by Numeral. And we should just have all of our utilities be sponsors. Like my ring light is sponsored by Kalshi.
Right. My plumbing. I just called Kalshi Plumbing.
I love it.
All right.
Yeah, we got Claudebot sending us hats. So we're both going to get, I'm going to get a dead body and Kevin's going to get a pack of Swisher Sweets in the mail. So we look forward to that. Shout out to Harlan's Claudebot.
Shout out Harlan.
Shout out, guys. We will see you on Tuesday.